Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Popeye is back in comic book form. This is so amazing. I Lie Popeye by Marcus Williams. This is the free comic book day edition just out. Cannot wait to share it with you guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button and let's get right into it. I have to say the biggest strength about this comic book, and as you can see from the visual here, it is beautiful. The art is amazing. Marcus Williams. I've been following him for a long time on Instagram. His name is, his handle on Instagram is Marcus the Visual Williams. Perhaps you're familiar with this work. This is from Massive Publishing. I was very excited not too long ago, or I guess long ago by now. They've been teasing like this CGI Popeye cartoon that looked amazing, and it didn't happen, so that's a big disappointment. I am a huge Popeye fan from when I was very little. Popeye, the Robin Williams movie, was one of the first movies I saw. I think my uncle took me to see it on my birthday, and I loved it at the time. I know it hasn't held up well or really regarded well, historically speaking, but I was a fan. So I guess this is sort of a way to bring Popeye to a new audience. There's sort of like a manga feel, like a Dragon Ball Z kind of effect. A little bit of an update with some of the villains. I really enjoy this. Like I said, okay, story and art, Marcus Williams. Other colors, Rodney Velchez. Editor, Alex Garcia. So I'm very excited this is happening. It looks beautiful. It's a lot of fun. It's kind of strange in a way, like this sort of melding of Popeye and manga, but the art looks fantastic. So I'm not sure, like, if that's appealing to old fans or new fans. I mean, I guess it's kind of a way to bring in old fan or new fans. But, you know, the aesthetic very much appeals to old fans. So I think it is a good mix in that regard. You know, like the movie would have been like more traditional and like more of a period piece, and I kind of would have been down with that. Like, I'm never a fan of like the updates or the melding of modern proclivities with like such a, I don't know, you know, time area dependent sort of property. You know, you get sort of these updates on these villains. Like I said, I love this panel here. That is great. Action here. I have to say, like, if you're a young comic book fan and you're into manga or Dragon Ball Z or something like that, and maybe you're not overly familiar with Popeye, this definitely would have major appeal to sort of a newfound reader. I'm not sure the old aesthetic, like how that reads to a younger reader, but what do I know? Like, I loved it at the time when I was young, so why can't a new reader love it? You know, is this Bluto or Brutus? Probably Bluto, right? Isn't it interesting that he was called both? Like I said, I've been following this artist for years, so on Instagram, and he's amazing, and I love his art. So it's very cool to see him behind this big major Popeye reboot. Wimpy, love it. You know, Wimpy is such a classic staple. This feels like the little genie thing, but I'm not quite sure. Like, instead of the sea hag, this was kind of a disappointment. We get like her young niece or whatever coming to in the form of this reporter. She wants to tell the tale of how Popeye lost his eye, and I think that's like very clever. And of course, Olive Oil, Wimpy, Popeye himself all have different versions, so they're kind of getting to the bottom of that. And then he has to face like these opponents. He carries around, I love the art and the effects. Like, it is very manga influenced, right? But also kind of, I don't know, street art in a sense. Just really great colors and beautiful flow of, you know, storytelling and very animated feeling. Like, I think it would very well translate into a cartoon if they wanted to adapt it as such. So I might not 100% be the target audience for this, but I am so here for it. You know, everyone should be able to experience Popeye at some point in their life. And if this is the first time a young reader is experiencing it and they love it, then that's an amazing thing. And that's, see, like, the beauty of Free Comic Book Day, you know, take a chance, you know what I mean? I feel like Free Comic Book Day is a great day. Like, I feel like a lot of parents do take their kids to comic book stores on Free Comic Book Day. Too bad it's not every week of a new comic book day, but hopefully we are getting new comic book readers through Free Comic Book Day. And I would be very excited to get this. So I was very excited to get it myself. I cannot wait for the actual series to come out. I think it looks fantastic. I'm happy to see where it's going. Very fun, like carrying a little emergency, can of spinach. Like I say, like the manga sort of anime aesthetics of the art work very well for the action of Popeye. I love this. I don't know if I've ever seen a double page spread done this way, where they just, being a cartoonist myself, like that's always the issue of a double page spread, like lining it up properly, not wanting to sacrifice the art. And Marcus Williams just solved that problem for me. I'm totally stealing this. Just break it up with the borders, like duh. And your eye will take care of the visual on its own, which it totally does. And this is such an impactful cliffhanger to be continued. Cannot wait to see where it goes. So much fun. It's very much like old meeting the new. I like the melding of genres here. Popeye is very classic, animation, very old school, very near and dear to my heart, but it just looks fantastic in this version as well. So props, kudos. I am so here for it. Massive Publishing, Marcus Williams. Looks great. If you guys see this, do not hesitate to get it because it is a lot of fun. If nothing else, the art is totally worth it. But the story is very fun and engaging, and it has a lot of nostalgic appeal. So thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button, and I'll bring you more soon.